Hey everybody, welcome. My name's Will and I'm gonna show you some common foam rolling for bar. We're gonna start with our calves, toe to head. So when you're ready, I want you to take your foam rolling device, set it right there, kind of near the Achilles, but a little higher, and we'll get going. All right, so what is foam rolling? It's also known as myofascial release. So fascia is the part of your body that surrounds everything, your organs, your muscles, your skeletal system. It's this tiny piece that can sometimes get agitated from all sorts of things, from exercise, from everyday use, and it can become sore. So one of the great ways to help relieve that is foam rolling like this. So I'm starting with my calves, which if you've ever taken one of our classes, right, you know that we can really get deep into your calves. If you want this to get a little more intense, you can always put the other leg on top. But foam rolling is a little bit of a misnomer. What you actually want to do is roll till you find a spot and then hold it there. And I'm sure if you've taken these physique classes, you know the feeling of that good pain. I don't want to say pain, but it's that, you know, that feeling in your legs where you're like, oh my gosh, this is pretty intense. You want to find that and hold it there, right? And just breathe. So you can always fast forward through this and find the parts of you that are sore and foam roll those, or follow along with me. I'm going to be chilling out here on my foam roller with you. Excellent. So there's two parts to your calf mostly. There's the gastrocnemius, which is this ball part, and then there's also the skinny part that we're getting down by the Achilles. Once you find a place, you want to hold it there for about 30 seconds, and then we'll move on. So I'm going to go ahead and switch legs now. Oh. And you can use almost anything for a foam roller. You can use a water bottle, you can use a racket ball, anything that's going to be pressing into that muscle to help it release. It's going to be great for you. Don't forget to breathe. Just like stretching, you want to inhale, exhale, and release a little bit more. And if you couldn't tell, this is a little bit of a shoulder workout too, a little bit of a core workout, especially as you balance. I'm gonna give myself about 10 more seconds here. Oof. Hopefully you're feeling it like I am right now. All right, we're gonna move up a little higher now, up into that ball part of your calf, right up here at the top. Now everybody's body's personal, so you might have to roll up and down a little bit till you find that spot to hold it. And if you're looking for a little more advanced technique, you can also take it to the left, and to the right, and find that spot for yourself. Don't forget to breathe. That was a note for myself. So like I said, this is fantastic for relieving some of the soreness you might feel after having that overcontracted muscle. The whole point of it is it's gonna make that muscle release, right? Which can be kind of difficult sometimes. One of the best things you can do, which I'll show you, is to stretch after we foam roll. So after we do this, we're gonna get a little calf stretch for ourselves. Ooh, and a little hamstring stretch as well. All right, nice. Go ahead and switch legs if you're with me. Awesome. Now, when wouldn't you want to foam roll? One of the times you don't want to foam roll is right before exercise if you're trying to use that muscle, because what this does is it inhibits the muscle's ability to contract. So if you're trying to get like a personal record in your running, you probably don't want to foam roll your calves or foam roll your hamstrings because it's going to make them work a little less effectively. But sometimes we don't want our muscles to work super hard. We want them to work a little less so we can train different parts of our bodies. Woo! Or like if you're sitting at your desk and your calves are killing you, you might want to foam roll your calves, right? Because you don't need to be using your calves while you're sitting down at work. All right, nice. I'm gonna move this up now into my hamstrings, into my glutes. So we're gonna take this, you're gonna sit on one side, take the other leg, and put it across like this. That's gonna put a lot of pressure right into your glutes. And you know we have a whole glute section in almost every one of our classes. You want to find that spot, roll around a little bit, maybe adjust your body weight, find it, and then hold there. 30 seconds is a great time to maybe take a selfie. You know, hashtag it physique chic. Hashtag foam roller selfie, whatever works for you. Usually takes me about 30 seconds to get one good photo. Maybe 30 minutes, depending. Don't forget to breathe. Maybe find that side to side motion. Deep inhale. Exhale, nice. All right, we're gonna switch sides. There we go. Ooh, you might find, like for me right now, my left side is clearly a little more sore than my right side. I can feel it. I'm gonna find that first point of tension. I'm gonna hold there and breathe. We can't control a lot in our lives. One of the few things you can control, if you think about it, is your breathing. So even if you can't control the pain, you can't control the circumstances around you, you can always close your eyes and control your breathing. So let's do that now as I sit through this pain. Close your eyes, deep inhale in, and then exhale out. So I'm not moving around, so feel free to close your eyes here. Take your time. Another deep inhale in, and exhale out. Now, of course, you can always pause this. You can spend more time here if you'd like, but we're gonna go ahead and do a couple stretches now for your calves and your hamstrings. So one of the great things to do after you get that muscle to release is to stretch it and lengthen it, right? And that's gonna help it maybe contract a little less next time. So we're gonna go ahead and take a nice hamstring stretch by just reaching over our toes. We do this at the end of almost all our physique classes. Yeah, nice. You can't tell, but everybody behind the camera right now is also doing this stretch with you. You got a whole community. If you haven't checked it out, we do have a Facebook group as well. Great place to connect with your other physiquers, ask us questions. Nice. And then we're gonna do almost that same thing we did when we were on the foam roller, crossing one leg over for a figure 4 stretch. So just go ahead and take your right ankle over your left thigh and bring it in. Nice. You'll feel an opening right almost exactly where you were foam rolling, which, you know, is the point. So just hold here, breathe. Nice.
Tired of the boring gym? I'm at Physique 57, the hottest bar class in New York City. Women are going crazy over this workout and seeing insane results. In as little as 14 days, you can feel stronger and start your transformation. Check out the link below and start for free.
And there's always a risk, right? In any kind of exercise. Foam rolling and stretching is pretty low risk, but there is the possibility of overstretching, over foam rolling. So always be conscious of that. Be aware of your body. You don't want a pinching or sharp pain, but that dull ache like we've been talking about where it gets pretty intense is exactly where you want to live. That edge, that's what I call it. That place where you don't think you can hold any longer, but then you hold it for 5 more seconds. Yeah, nice. All right, let's go ahead and switch. This was the best programming idea I've ever had. Right? I get paid to foam roll. Just rocking back and forth. Once again, don't forget to breathe. Right? It's one of the few things we can control. But despite that, we often forget to breathe, right? And I don't know if you know this, but you have to breathe to live. It's one of the things you need to do. So always good to practice that. Excellent. So we're gonna start with our inner and outer thighs now. These are our adductors and our adductors. We do inner thigh work, we do outer thigh work, and sometimes, depending on what you're doing in your everyday life, one side can get a little bit more sore than the other or a little more overcontracted. We want balance, we want harmony in our bodies. So I'm gonna show you a nice inner thigh foam rolling section. So you're gonna take it about right here in the belly of the muscle of your inner thighs, and you're gonna lay kind of like a frog stretch if you've ever heard of that, like so. Now, the more pressure you put into your thigh, the deeper that this feeling is gonna get. So if you want more, you put less things on the ground or raise your body up. Like I said, everybody's body is different. It takes a little finagling around until you find that spot right there, and you hold it. Nice. Like I said, this is fantastic to do at the end of a workout. Like if you had a really intense thigh set with Tanya and you're like, whoo, I know I'm gonna be sore tomorrow, be proactive, do this afterwards. It'll help you release those muscles, so hopefully tomorrow when you wake up, you're not cursing her name. Nice, we'll hold here for about 10 more seconds, another breath. Excellent. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side here. Foam rollers, like I said, come in all different sizes, shapes, colors. It's really whatever works for you. You want something that's firm enough that's gonna give you that feeling, right? Which is like that dense foam usually gets you there, but there's different parts of your body that foam rollers don't always work well for, like sometimes your shoulders, your back, your chest sometimes it's a little better to use either a racquetball or a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, golf ball sometimes for your feet. And I'll show you the feet here in a second as well. Right there. Yeah. So usually you find it either in the belly of the muscle or sometimes you'll find it where the muscle attaches. So if this was my inner thigh, it would be either up in my hips a little higher or down by my patella a little more. But like I've said, everybody's body's different. And a lot of this stuff does have to do with what you're doing in your everyday life. If you have a repetitive motion at work, like if you're typing or if you're taking things off of shelves, you might find that's exactly where you're sore. Great idea to foam roll that. Let's take another couple breaths here, and then we'll move on into our frog stretch. Nice. Another deep inhale in. Exhale. All right, well, actually, let's take a straddle here. This is another stretch that we do at the end of most of our classes. Just press your hips forward. And I just want you to release here and hold. Right, you're not trying to press anything when you foam roll or stretch. You're just trying to find that first point of tension and think about releasing more into it. Right, the straddles, the splits, those are not things that you're gonna be able to do without practice, without going on that journey to find them. So just live in that journey, right? Like, oh, I'm a little lower today. I'm a little more loose today. My breath's a little deeper today. Nice, let's take another few breaths here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and move on into our outer thighs. So your outer thighs and your glutes connect. Hopefully you know that. But I'm gonna show you can just get here. I find a lot right here in my quad at the top is where I'm a little sore, especially after things like thigh dancing, right? So find that spot. If you wanna make it more intense, you put one leg on top of the other. Maybe you're like, ooh, I should come down a little bit. Nice. There's no really wrong way to do this. If you're feeling it, you're probably doing it correctly. Nice. Stretching out those quads. And like I said, you might find it more where the muscle connects to your bones, to your skeletal system. Anything with a sep in its name means that that's kind of code for a connection. So like tricep means 3 heads, 3 connections. Quadricep, 4 connections, right? So you might have to roll around to one of those muscle heads to find this. I found it though, if you couldn't tell by my squinting. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Ooh, and then I'll show you a nice quad stretch. Nice. And sometimes, like I said, this is also a great time to distract yourself, right? You only have to hold here for 30 seconds. You don't need to press. You just need to live here and breathe. So if you're someone who likes to scroll, maybe now's a great time to do that for yourself. Maybe though you use this time for meditation, close your eyes and breathe and really recenter yourself. It's all whatever you need, right? That's what's great about Physique in all our aspects. It's always modified to whatever you need it to be. Nice. Hold right here, breathe. You're also welcome to do this before a workout. If you're sore, that means that muscle is probably over-contracted. So it's always a good idea to try to release that muscle before you start overtraining it. That can always be a danger. Let's take another breath here. Nice. Let's take a quad stretch. So I'm gonna do this by laying on one side and taking my heel into my glutes. You want to think about tucking your pelvis just a little bit, especially if you're foam rolling up here near your hip flexors. And you can lay your head down, you can have it propped up. right? We're working on your legs, so this stuff doesn't matter. If you've got neck tension, why add more? That's what I always say. Take another breath here. Think about lengthening always, right? We always want to practice things with good posture, so that way when we're not thinking about it, we've got it. Literally muscle memory. All right, let's stretch the other quad. Relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulder if you wish. Take a nice deep breath into that quad. Exhale, release a little more. Maybe imagine someone's pulling your kneecap away as they pull your left hand away. Excellent, and then release. So I've taken you through some of these fantastic foam rolling exercises and stretched with you afterwards. Of course, there's a multitude of other things. If you've got any requests, please ask us. I'm happy to help you out. If you've got any questions, like I said, that Facebook page is there for you. I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you see us again soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.